أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back. So today we start off by Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, of course, and I hope that all of you are doing well, in good health and in sihha and afiyah. This is just a dua that I make before starting every time, but here we'll go quickly. We finished lesson 18 last time. Now we'll be continuing and finishing the second part of lesson 18. So follow along with me. You must learn that before coming to this lesson, you should be able to read this whole part without stopping once. So it should be quickly like ala, ila, awa, fahada, aghna, yahya, tarda, mi'ata wa ana, min al-ula, radu, amanu, mal qari'atu, bil ghaybi. And once you're done that, then you can come to this lesson. So over here, we're going to learn something new, and you have to follow along with me, or else it's going to be hard to continue progressing in your lesson. So let's go over here. We're finding a new sign over here. Let's circle it, shall we? We have this sign, and underneath it, we find another sign. You remember this, the standing Alif, right? Standing Alif just tells us that where it's going to make a long sound. So we have to be careful when we see this big line up here. This big line is going to tell us that we're going to make the standing Alif even longer. The sound is not just going to be it's going to be So let's say you have 4 fingers that are open. Open up your hands and make like a high five. And then to read this sound, what you want to do is close each finger as you're reading the sound. So, when you start saying la, I want you to close each finger. La ika. And that's how long it's going to be. The same things you have to learn from the previous lesson is some words are not going to be pronounced. So what are those words? We have this wow over here. This wow is not going to be read. We don't see anything on it. We're not going to read it. So how are we going to read it then? U is just one sound. Remember, before we learned if we have a sukoon on the wow, we would do oo, but we don't see a sukoon here, so we're not going to do that. So oo, no, oo. Laika, ulaika, ulaika. And you have to read with me. Please read with me. It's going to help you. Ha-ulai, ha-ulai. Be careful over here. This hamza is sitting on the wow. So you're not reading the wow here. Remember, in this lesson, we're learning which letters are we not supposed to read. So we don't read this wow. Rather, we're going to read the hamza. And remember, these signs, they make the sound how long? 4 or 5 seconds. Ha-ulai. Good. Another letter we don't read is this alif. So be careful and cautious on how you're reading. Fansabe. The alif over here is not being read. Fansabe. Wanhar. The alif here is not read. Ana. The alif here is not read. Ana. Basharun. Basharun. Remember to read with me. Basharun. Tuwan. So over here, the ya is not read. The ya is not read because it doesn't have the dots. So that helps us remember when this ya is read, when it's not. Tuwan. Hudan. Hudan. Salatan. The wow is not read here either. It doesn't have anything. So we're just going to stretch the lam. And remember, this is the stretching, the standing alif on the letter. It just makes the sound. Not a. Salatan. Salatan. Good. Over here we have zakatan. Zakatan. mu'sadatun. We don't read the waw, we read this hamza. Hamza has the a sound. Mu'sadatun. Sha'nun. Sha'nun. Ya'murukum. 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 And if I'm reading too fast, you can always pause the video and practice. Yu'minu. Yu'minu. تؤثرون تؤثرون تأكلون تأكلون. So the sound of hamza is very important. Do not make it into an alif. تأكلون. No. Do not make this into a تؤثرون. No. تأكلون and تؤثرون. Over here, يؤتون يؤتون. MashaAllah, we're done lesson 18 now. And in the next video, we'll go over lesson 19. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.